happy and that.
What is a forest school?
Teamwork. Exploring nature. Dreaming. Using tools. Listening.
Learning about nature.
Using natural materials.
Trust.
Being safe. New skills.
Enjoying the weather. Being creative. Getting mucky. Working together. This is Karine, our forest school leader.
I think it's really important for children to get outdoor education, and I think Forest School fits a lot of the curriculum-based activities that they're doing, especially Curriculum for Excellence, and it's just an interesting and innovative way to get children to be studying everything from maths to art to English, geography, and to be more environmentally aware and to understand their surroundings and their local woods as well.
I just felt it was a wonderful opportunity for us to be the first pilot school in East Lothian, and that's why we went ahead with it.
It's beneficial to the children. It gives them the opportunity to get outdoors and to learn about the environment and to use the environment as a learning resource, if you like.
What we did at Forest School.
We've had fires and we've made Twizzlers and marshmallows. My sister cooks bread, so it's a bit like hers.
And making music and everything with them materials we found on the ground.
And we've been whittling and making shoes.
The thing that I've enjoyed most, the week we made musical instruments with the pieces of wood and pieces of string and anything else they could find, and the children just loved it, and I thought it was proof of just how creative they could be with the natural wood and forest.
We went to Whoopla as a trip, which was great fun. We spent all day instead of just the morning.
To see what shelters and all the different sculptures
We've got
they've
loads
made.
of lovely sculptures and things.
We've made dens and the fires.
We've made horses to chop our wood on and stuff.
Each of the sessions have been constructed with the aim of linking them to each other, so that in the end, we ended up with making a three-dimensional den, but we had to learn about our knots, uses of knots, we had to learn about construction, so we made frames, we did a lot of artwork, we've gone through music, we've gone through mime, puppetry, drama, voice work, health and safety, how to work with fire, how to work with tools. So we've put in elements of everything before actually joining them all together, and dens was one of the ways we could show that the children had learnt all these different skills.
Yeah, I'm putting down the floor of our den. It's one of the pieces that we're going to need the most, because how are you going to sleep in here if you've not got anything to sleep on? Oh, we did poems one time, and then we typed them up at we did it about a tree or something.
We write poems and we've painted pictures, like you've got a picture of yourself and then like
we did the
trees
woods
and things around it.
So we drew plans of our dens before in school, and we write up reports every week. Well, most of the time.
And we wrote out what we're going to say for the puppet shows.
Scripts.
I have prepared work in the classroom for the children and come along every week to assist, and then gone back to classroom and helped the children to put photographs and upload the information onto the school website on a weekly basis.
Every Thursday, it's either me or you or the 3 girls over there, and we go onto the website and we sort of type everything up we've been doing in the past weeks.
We do lots of follow-up language work in the classroom and lots of work on the website. In particular, the primary 7s are in charge of the website, so we do lots of follow-up from that point of view.
Well, as a crossover, there's the environmental studies, understanding the wood and what goes on in the wood, the types of animals and plants. And also it's important from the point of view of, again, going back to the puppets, the artistic side, making the puppets and actually performing as well.
I'm so unhappy. Why? Because something called forest skills are sabotaging my wood. That's not good enough.
We made our puppet heads in the classroom and we made our scripts. Yes, it was good.
And they all lived happily ever after.
What we liked about Forest School.
This is my mum and she likes Forest Schools.
Well, I think it's a great enterprise. The children have loved it. They've been out every week, apart from when it's really, really windy, they've been out in the woods. They've got so much from it. There's so many different areas. They've loved the outdoor classroom aspect, and I think the whole thing's been a great success.
So we like being outdoors.
It's really fun.
I liked making the den.
I liked working in groups, everything that was working in groups.
We did have a session when it was raining. We had to use a tarpaulin.
Yeah.
It's been very good for teamwork with the children in all aspects, working with puppets, having to prepare the scripts, having to organise their dens. I think the teamwork's the main thing.
It's all the good training for my daughter when she's thrown out the house and she can come here and make her own den and stay in the woods just for a wee while.
What we learned at Forest School.
They've learned a lot of skills, and they've learned about awareness, about working with each other, cooperation, working in teams, using various tools, using different techniques, with knots, working with each other, storytelling. They've also brought everything back to the classroom. They've often been involved with this work in the classroom as well, so it's linking all the time.
And I think it's particularly important for children with learning difficulties to get them out of the classroom and give them something to think about, and then they can go back and follow on, do follow-up language work and maths work rather than just sitting in a classroom all day. I think it's hugely, hugely worthwhile.
I learned on how to hold things with more care.
I've learned how to do lots of knots that I never knew how to do before. I've learned how to start a fire, how to recognise lots of trees.
How to use tools. More about bugs.
Carefully environment.
Yeah, carefully environment, yeah. Safety and how to hold certain tools and different things.
The Forest School project seems to have huge benefits for children, both behaviourally and educationally, and if we can spread that sort of thing right across the county, it'll be fantastic.
It's quite sad that it's finishing because the kids really love it.
What the adults think about Forest School.
It's a really fun way of learning. It's active learning. You're not sitting in a classroom listening to a teacher or listening to anybody else. You're actually outside, you're experiencing everything out in Strawberry Woods, and we're very lucky to have Strawberry Woods just on our doorstep. It's a good way to make connections across the curriculum, and it's a wonderful focus for you, for your self-esteem, for your self-confidence, as well as all the social, the physical, language and math skills that you learned throughout the project.
Often children that I've noticed in classes that they get to see the environment as somewhere you actually travel to get to, as opposed to it's something that they actually live in. So if you can find an area that they can regularly visit, which is in and around their own community, then they actually understand that this is something that they know they're a part of, and even getting them out into the countryside, into places that they think they already know, but then investigating it from a slightly different angle, they start to learn different things about it, and that wow factor, if you like, comes back into it again.
What I want to get across is that Forest School is a very healthy approach to learning. You get lots of activity, lots of fresh air, and perhaps most importantly, you get opportunities to improve confidence and self-esteem. And that can be difficult to achieve in a classroom where the pressure is to learn, to achieve results and pass tests and so on. Forest School gives a different environment that allows kids to express themselves in a different way, and particularly for kids that are perhaps not the most academic, it gives them another opportunity to excel, to show themselves in a different light.
It also gave us new ways of working with other professionals in East Lothian. You had lots of people who came along to help you each morning. And I think we've made excellent links with Countryside Rangers, with our active school coordinator, with our outdoor ed staff, and with everybody else who came along and helped.
The future of Forest School.
What we're hoping is that with the photographs, with this film, with everything that we write up, other schools might be encouraged to do the same thing.
We'd like in the future to roll it out so that it's sort of East Lothian wide, so that there are other schools and community groups involved, but certainly I don't see any reason why this school shouldn't continue.
Oh, I think it's a great thing. It should be rolled out across all the schools. I mean, our children are very lucky because they are very rural and they do live with all this on their doorstep. But you know, for other children who are perhaps in more urban areas, it's a fantastic opportunity. So yes, I would give it my full backing.
It's not just a pilot for 1 year, it's not just for 1 term, for 2 terms, it's something that we need to carry on throughout the school year. And yes, I'm really looking forward to going out in Strawberry Woods again. I know you're looking forward to going out again, and I think we're going to try and get as many teachers on board as we can. So yes, we will be using it as our outdoor classroom from now on.
I think it'd be a great idea, if all the schools were to be involved, other schools as well.
Aye, it's a good project. It is. It's actually, I'd never heard of it before until Sean came to this school, and I think it's really, really good for them. It's getting them out of school as well. You know, they're getting fresh air and they're learning different things as well. So it's not just like boring maths and English every day. So it's giving them something.
Burst.
I think it's been enormously beneficial, and I think any other school, I would definitely recommend that they should take it up and continue it.
Well, I would say watch this DVD and see how much fun we've all had and what the children have got out of it, and get yourselves involved.
Have a try at it. If you don't try, you never find out, and it's been marvellous for the school. Yes.
Try Forest School, so it's really fun.
I think they need to have the right setup. I think they need to have, definitely have a teacher or a couple of teachers who really want to do this. And if they've got that, then yeah, go for it, because there can only be positive things come out of it.
You should try it. It's really fun. You learn lots of things. If you do it, enjoy it.
Try and make it part of your curriculum plan. I think it's really important, really relevant. Go and speak to people who've been to a Forest School, speak to the children who've been part of it, speak to the parents, and speak to the teacher at East Salton School, and it might convince you that it's been a really worthwhile project to be part of.
You definitely need to come do this project, because it's great fun and you learn loads of things.
Get prepared to get dirty.
But prepared to get dirty.
Give me the camera.